Hello, welcome to Attract, Develop, and Retain. So I have this commercial baker, and she makes products for us at the store, really over the top, unique type products, you know, really big whoopie pies and cupcakes and different things like that. And I have her working on all kinds of projects because I want to be unique. I want to put things out there in the marketplace that no one else has. And it sets us apart from, you know, our competition around us. So she has been working on an old-fashioned macaroon cookie, which is like it's like all coconut cookie. And, you know, big one, right? Kick-ass one. So she came in with some samples yesterday for everybody to try and gave me some wholesale pricing. You know, so I can figure out pricing and packaging and all the things I need to figure out on my end. If we're going to go with this product. So one of the girls overheard me talking to her and came to me and said to me, "Oh, boss, you know, I heard what she said you're going to pay for that. You know, all you got to do is price it at this and you'll kill it. You'll make a killing." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I said, but, you know, I try to take these opportunities and teach people. You know, because you can make up shit, you can make up 97 different scenarios, but there's certain situations and opportunities that present themselves so you can teach someone and they can learn, right? And you have to take advantage of those as a business owner to get your crew and your team, especially your best people, to see things through a different lens. So I said to her, I said, well, awesome, I appreciate what you're saying. I said, but you got to consider a few other things when you're pricing, right? So you're looking at it truly as this is what we pay for it. So if we sell for it, you know, this is the gap, right? But that's not the only thing that you have to factor in. And she goes, well, what do you mean? I said, okay, well, let's walk through it. So you have to put that big cookie into some type of a container, right? So a clamshell or something like that. That has a cost to it. That one item alone could be somewhere between 10, 12, 15 cents. I'd have to look up exactly what it is. We're just doing an exercise here. You use a piece of wax paper to grab the thing, right? There's a cost to that. I have to pay you to put it in the container and take care of the customer and deliver it to them. Now, what if you put it in a bag? Additional cost. What about the lights over your head? What about this space that we're sitting in, right? We have to pay rent here. We also pay percentage rent. So we pay rent based off our sales after a certain number, right? Cost. I have to pay for insurance. I have to pay you. I have to pay workers' comp, and I have to pay payroll taxes. And sorry, I'm just driving here at the same time. So you have all these costs, insurance, all these different things, these overhead costs. You know, we have to pay for the water, we have to pay for the trash. All of this has to be factored in every single decision you make when you sell a product, right? Otherwise, when you look at it like this with blinders on, right, and you only look at it very singular sighted, that's when you get yourself into trouble, right? Because now you go 6 months down the line and you're not making enough money. So I said to her, I said, if I followed what you said, and it's not bad what you said, it's just you're not factoring everything in because you don't know, right? So if I followed what you said based off of the list we just created, it would cost me between 50 and 65 cents to deliver that item to the customer. Why do we get into business? We don't get into business to lose money. We get into business because we have to make money, and we have to keep this thing going. We have to constantly reinvest in the business. We have to pay ourselves. We have to cover all our expenses and our bills, and that's what a business is, right? So, and she was like, oh, she was kind of blown away. So think about, you know, where I want to make the connection is, where do we do this in our life, right? Where do we do this in our personal life, not just in our business? Do we make impulsive buying decisions based off of, you know, singular focus? We don't look at all of the related costs, right? So take a look if you're buying a car, right? We take a look at buying the car and then, you know, what the monthly payment's going to be. Do we factor in insurance? Do we factor in fuel? Do we factor in repairs? Do we factor in, you know, all these other things? it's not just the purchase of the car. Great, you got a car now. What do you do now, right? So how many different things in our life do we do this that we don't factor in everything? Do we not do this deep dive, right? And for so many years of my life, I've made impulsive decisions. Boom, 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 right? Without taking the time to really lay this out and really understand what the impact is of a buying decision. Now, in this case, in the business, it's buying a wholesale product to resell, right? So on my end, I'm factoring in, I'm paying this lady to make this product so I don't have to manage and have the labor and the food cost on my end. I'm really simplifying the process to where I can put a kick-ass product out front and I can do it faster, right? And I don't have the labor involved and the manageability involved. All I have to do is watch the par levels, right? But in my personal life, how many times have I made these decisions where I don't look at all the true costs and what the impact is? So that's all I got for you today. Ciao for now. See you tomorrow.